Welcome, listeners, to a truly unique deep dive. Today, we're not exactly unearthing ancient civilizations.
No, definitely not. We're doing something maybe even trickier.
Ha! Maybe we're taking on a challenge, making a sales pitch, but, in the deep dive style.
That's right. Our mission today is basically to dissect an Amazon product page, pull out every juicy detail, every spec, every review quote.
And present it to you in a way that's, let's face it, both hilarious and, darely say, utterly persuasive.
Think of it as a master class in friendly coercion, or maybe just really enthusiastic analysis.
Our target, a piece of tech that's been making some waves online.
Yeah.
Get ready for a deep dive into the MSI Thin 15.6-inch 144Hz FHD gaming laptop.
You bet. Prepare yourselves because by the end of this, you might just find your mouse hovering over that Add to Cart button.
Okay, let's unpack this thing. Imagine not just a laptop, right? But like a portal to digital glory. This MSI Thin 15 isn't just hardware. It's kind of like the Beyoncé of budget gaming laptops, sleek, powerful, and ready to make you sing. Or at least game really well.
Okay, hold on. Before we get too poetic, let's inject some cold, hard data here. This isn't just glory. It's powered by a 13th Gen Intel Core i7-13620H processor.
Which sounds impressive.
It is impressive. That means 6 performance cores and 4 efficient cores. It's a hybrid design.
Okay.
And it hits speeds up into the upper 4 gigahertz range. So for anyone not deep into specs, that means it's built for, and I quote the page here, ultimate immersive experience in gameplay, multitask work, and productivity. Basically, it's fast.
And what about the visuals? Because power is great, but we need the pretty pictures too, right?
Definitely. It's got the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050.
Ah, the 40 series.
Yep. And that, let me tell you, unleashes, again quoting, the full glory of ray tracing.
Ooh, ray tracing, fancy lighting.
Exactly. Makes virtual worlds look hyper-realistic. Shadows, reflections, the works. Plus, that screen you mentioned, 15.6 inches, full HD, but critically, 144 hertz refresh rate.
Which means...
Your games will be smoother than a fresh jar of peanut butter.
Huh. I like it. No more choppy graphics ruining your clutch moments.
Precisely. And under the hood supporting all this, you've got 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, which is solid for gaming and multitasking.
Decent starting point.
And a 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. That NVMe part is important much faster than older SSDs. One user actually said it boots in less than 10 seconds.
Wow, okay. That's fast.
It is.
Yeah.
And you've got Wi-Fi 6E, so your online battles shouldn't be ruined by lag. Assuming your home internet is up to snuff, of course.
Right, can't blame the laptop for everything. And it comes with Windows 11 Home pre-installed.
Yep, ready to go right out of the box.
It's like having a miniature supercomputer that also plays nice with MSI intelligent technology for auto-tuning. Does that actually work?
Well, it's supposed to optimize performance automatically.
Yeah.
And it's got high-res audio and DTS support, so your music and game sounds won't just be, okay, they should sound pretty euphoric, apparently.
Euphoric audio. Okay, so it's not just a gaming rig. It's trying to be a whole entertainment ecosystem.
That seems to be the pitch, yeah.
Now, for the real talk. The stuff that isn't always in the main bullet points.
Exactly. This machine is an Amazon's choice. It has a solid 4.3 out of 5 stars from over 1,200 ratings.
That's quite a few ratings.
It is. And the page says 300 plus bought in the past month. So, clearly popular. But, let's be real, even Beyoncé has her critics right.
True. So what are people complaining about?
Well, the number one thing that comes up, again and again, is heat.
Ah, the classic gaming laptop issue.
Right. Several reviewers mentioned it gets really hot. One even claimed it melted the power cord, which sounds extreme, maybe hyperbole, but still.
Melted the cord. Wakes.
Another said it made it too hot to put on your lap, calling it barely a laptop because of the heat. GPU temps hitting 70 Celsius were mentioned.
Okay, hold up. That's not a flaw, that's just the sheer power trying to escape. It's like a dragon, you know.
A dragon.
Yeah, you want the fire, the power, but maybe not directly on your lap without, like, a knight's shield.
A knight's shield. Got it.
And speaking of shields, the obvious solution, which many users did suggest, is just a cooling table or a cooling pad.
All right, several reviews mention using one.
Exactly. One reviewer put it perfectly. I mean, what do you expect with something as powerful as this? It does get really hot, but never hot enough where I'm too worried I'd suggest a cooling table or something to the sort. See? Problem solved. It's manageable.
Fair enough. Okay, next point. Battery life. The listing says 4 hours.
Which sounds okay.
But the reviews frequently call it poor. They say it tanked quickly or dies quick after a while, especially obviously, when gaming.
Again, let's talk context. Who is buying an RTX 4050 laptop to game for 4 hours unplugged? Seriously.
Probably not many people.
This isn't a little netbook for typing essays in a coffee shop for 8 hours straight. This is a powerhouse. You want it plugged in to deliver peak performance.
True, gaming laptops generally need to be plugged in for best performance.
It's a thoroughbred racehorse, not a pack mule for long unplugged journeys. Plug it in, unleash the beast.
Okay, thoroughbred, got it. Finally, that 512 GB SSD.
Yeah, what about it?
One reviewer was pretty blunt. They mentioned getting not enough memory errors with the 8 gigs on one game that fit. I think they meant the game size took up too much space and they had to upgrade the storage within 3 days.
3 days, wow.
Yeah, because modern games are huge. They said games are 120 gigs or more on average. That 512 GB fills up fast.
That's not a con, that's an opportunity.
An opportunity.
Yes, this laptop is practically begging you to upgrade it. It wants you to tinker. One super savvy customer pointed out how easy it is. You just unscrew the bottom screws, pop open the bottom lid,
Okay.
and boom. You can upgrade the RAM it supports up to 64 gigs apparently, or, crucially, add a second drive, like a 2.5-inch SSD for more game storage.
Ah, so it has an extra bay.
Yeah.
That's actually good to know.
See, it's future-proof and DIY-friendly. This laptop is a diamond in the rough just waiting for your personal touch. You make it your own.
All right, you're quite the spin doctor today. And speaking of protecting your diamond, there are those protection plans.
Right, the Asurian ones they offer on Amazon.
Yeah, you can get like 2-year coverage for around $90 or 4-year for, what, $147, something like that?
And that monthly Complete Protect thing.
Right, for like $70 a month.
Yeah.
And these cover accidental damage drops, spills, cracked screens right from day one, plus malfunctions after the manufacturer warranty is up.
Which is pretty key for something you might actually, take places.
Yeah.
Or spill coffee on.
Exactly. And they boast 24/7 support and easy claims, approved within minutes. It's like a superhero cape for your tech investment.
A necessary cape, perhaps, given the dragon-like heat we discussed.
Maybe so.
Now, let's paint a picture. Imagine life without this MSI Thin 15. What's the alternative?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Your current games are probably pixelated relics, aren't they?
Yeah.
Your creative projects crawl like molasses in January.
Okay.
And your current laptop fan. Admit it, it sounds like a 747 preparing for takeoff right there on your desk.
Some older laptops do get loud, yeah.
Your sad, slow computer is basically telling you, hey, maybe take up knitting.
Yeah.
Because high-end gaming certainly isn't happening.
And this is getting ridiculous, but I kind of see where you're going. With this laptop, the promise is different.
Totally different.
You're not just playing games. The idea is you're dominating them. Customers are saying it performs better than a console.
Better than a console, hear that.
And runs any game at max settings. We even found that review confirming Cyberpunk 2077 runs no problem, smooth.
Cyberpunk, smoothly. On a laptop at this price point, that's huge.
It is a demanding game, yeah.
Exactly. Think about it. Your Sims will be living their absolute best, high-definition lives. Your programming code will compile so fast you'll feel like a coding wizard.
Okay, maybe not a wizard, but faster, yes.
It's like strapping a rocket to your productivity and your entertainment. Without this laptop, your digital life is just a sad salad. Limp lettuce, maybe a single depressing crouton.
A sad salad.
But with it, boom, it's a gourmet, multi-course feast of digital delights, fireworks, excitement.
All right, gourmet feast. And look, don't just take your word for it. We even found that unique review. Remember E. Chisholm?
The one complaining about the heat.
Yeah, the one who said the heat makes it barely a laptop. Even he also specifically mentioned playing Call of Duty 6 without any issues.
See? Even the critics admit it performs. It handles the tough games, the core function. Nailed it.
It seems so. It delivers the gaming power.
So it's not just a gaming laptop, it's a statement. A statement that says, my frames per second are higher than your credit score and my graphics are clearer than your intentions.
Okay, that last part might be taking it a bit far. But the point stands, it's positioned as a powerful machine for the price.
Exactly.
So the big question for you, the listener, are you ready to stop living in the digital slow lane for just $899.99 or maybe even $849.99 if you get approved for that Amazon Visa?
Ooh, nice little discount there.
You can own this MSI Thin 15. It's a beast. It's upgradable, as you so passionately pointed out, and it's clearly an Amazon favorite based on the numbers.
And don't just believe me. Look at the badges. Top brand, MSI. That means something. Highly rated, trending, and this is key, low returns.
Low returns is a good sign, usually.
It's the full package. Click buy before your FOMO gets the better of you. Don't live with sad salad digital life.
Okay, deep breaths. We've included a direct link to the MSI Thin 15.6 144Hz FHD gaming laptop right there in our show notes. Makes it easy for you.
And hey, if you do decide to grab it through our link, you actually help us keep making these deep dives. So, win-win.
And seriously, consider grabbing one of those Asurian protection plans. Because even superheroes need backup.
Right. Or dragon slayers need better shields. Whatever the analogy, protect your investment.
What a ride today. From raw specs to slightly melted power cords and DIY upgrades, we've really unpacked this MSI Thin 15.
We have. And what's fascinating here, I think, is how a product, even with its admitted quirks the heat, the starting storage can still offer immense value and excitement.
Absolutely. Especially when you understand those quirks, know how to manage them, like with a cooling pad, or see them as opportunities at the upgradability.
It really changes the perspective from just looking at a star rating.
It does. Which leads us to the final thought for you, our listener. The next time you're looking at a big tech purchase, or really any significant purchase.
Don't just look at the shiny specs or the marketing hype.
Right. Dive into those customer reviews. The good, the bad, the slightly overheated. Seek out the detailed experiences, the workarounds, the unexpected benefits.
What surprising truths, what hidden opportunities might you uncover when you take a deep dive of your own beyond the surface? Think about that.